Hello and welcome to this 10-minute movement snack. Today we're going to be looking at a few different seated activities. The first one we'll look at is called an active sit. So it's a good posture in seated. We will also be looking at how to manoeuvre yourself in the chair, and perhaps this is a useful thing to be able to do when you're moving around on the bed as well. Also, we'll look at some circulation boosting, which should help to warm through your joints and your muscles so that they feel warmer and easier to move. So that's what we'll look at in today's movement snack. If you want to just watch things through first, then that's absolutely fine. You can perhaps go back to the beginning and have a go through then. Alternatively, just watch what I offer and then maybe try and follow on from that. Now, aim to do what feels right for you throughout this movement snack, and things that you repeat day in, day out, so some regular practice of these different movements can be hugely beneficial to how your posture and how your body feels throughout the day. So let's get started. So to sit down, I'm just going to slowly sit down, take hold of my support and then lower down. You will probably find yourself supported by the chair, and this is okay, but it does mean that our muscles aren't working very much. An active sit. See if you can bring yourself forwards, sitting taller through your spine. See if you can roll your shoulders back and down. Notice how that feels in the chest, and the muscles in your upper back might be working that little bit more as well. So here we sit unsupported with our posture muscles activated. We'll have a go now at coming forwards into the front portion of the chair. To do this, you might have some arms on your chair that you can hold on to, or just hold on a little bit down the side of the chair. Either way, we will be lifting and shifting, trying to move the hips forwards and the feet, of course. Here we can remind ourselves of all of those active sit prompts that we just did. In addition, have a look at your feet. Feet hip distance, flat on the floor. Check if you're doing that. How does that feel for you? Have a think about the trunk again. Lifting, taller, space between your ribs and your hips. If the chest is feeling open, then your breathing might feel better. And if we sit up tall, we can lengthen through, we can get some muscles working, and hopefully your posture feels a little bit different than it did when it was supported. Right, we're ready to get some circulation boosting done now. So we'll start with the feet. Have a look down if that's helpful, and start to lift your toes. Try not to forget what we're doing with posture as well, and maybe hold on to the side of your chair. See if you can build a bit of a rhythm here, a flowing rhythm of toe taps, and we can change to some heel taps or heel lifts. So here we're moving into the ankles, warming up the joints there, and the ball of the foot here is staying down. Keep going with that if that feels okay for you. Take a pause. Let's give the legs and the ankles a little rest and think about what we can do with our arms and shoulders. Here's an arm swing, so maybe just let go with one side, continue to hold on with the other, and start to move the shoulders. So this is a swing from the shoulder with the elbow slightly bent. How does that feel, those first few swings? Try and notice how the shoulder and how your upper back and top half starts to feel as we go through a few more. Maybe take a pause and change sides. So let's get the other arm doing a bit as well. Same thing here, moving from the shoulder. Elbows are going backwards. If that feels good for you and you feel like you could add the other arm back in, so we've got both arms swinging, marching together, then that's could be a good option for you. If not, if your arms are getting tired, just give them a pause, give them a rest. Or if you prefer to hold on, then just work one arm at a time. That's absolutely fine. Let's give the arms a rest now, and we'll come back to thinking about what more we can do with the legs. Start with heel pumps again, so the heel lifts. Let's first of all think about our posture again, lift and lengthen, and then have a go at picking up the knees a little bit higher. So the foot is now coming all the way off the floor. Not just one, both of them, but one at a time. Landing down the heels and trying to land down the toes first. See how that works for you. Don't worry if stuff feels tricky for you now. If we rehearse and practice and repeat and remind ourselves to do the occasional circulation boost or posture check, then things will feel much easier over time. Let's add in an arm swing. If you feel okay with the legs still on the go, add in an arm swing and possibly another one as well. Now your posture may well have to work quite hard here. There's a lot of arms and legs going on. Start to bring that down. Let's have a rest. Let's take a pause. Let your posture relax. There might be bits and pieces within your posture and within your body that might feel a bit tired. And that's okay. That's okay. So that brings us to the end of our seated posture check, hip walk and circulation booster. And as I've mentioned, if you try and slot some of these things into your day, throughout your day, then your posture can start to improve, your movements can start to improve as well, which can make tasks of daily living a bit more manageable for you. So we will leave it there for today's mini movement snack. Thank you for joining in and keep on moving. Take care.